Hey everybody, DeLongshot Signatures here. This is episode 69 of my 2023 TTM returns, and I have 3 successes to share with you all today to start off the week. First one is a big return with 6 autographs in it. This came back in 42 days, sent 2 photos, and then got 6 autographs from former college quarterback, former Canadian Football League quarterback, and current Canadian football coach for the Toronto Argonauts. Got in Ryan Dinwiddie. So he signed the 2 photos, which I'll show here in a minute, but he also included 4 of these signed trading cards. Not sure exactly what the set is. It does say Jogo, which I think is the brand, and they are numbered on the back somewhere. This is card number 13. One of them's out of like 400 something in the set. So I think this is like an official set, but it doesn't look like it. Almost looks like a custom. But he included these 4, which he signed. He also wrote a little note. I just now saw that. That's why I stopped talking for a second. And then he signed these photos as well. But he was a big-time quarterback in college for Boise State, passed for nearly 10,000 yards in his collegiate career. Signed on with, I think, the Chicago Bears, but didn't play in any NFL games. Went into the CFL, played a few seasons. Wasn't really, a big name quarterback in the league. But he has been coaching the Argonauts for 2 years. He's going into his 3rd season, and he won the Grey Cup championship last year against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. So he's already off to a fantastic start for a coaching career. And don't ask me how I did this, but I made a mistake with the postage that I used and used forever stamps instead of the global stamps, and somehow it worked. So I'm pretty sure that I sent to Canada. Let me just double check that, because I don't think I sent. Yeah, I sent to the Argonauts field. I didn't send to a home address or anything. So don't ask me how that worked, because it should not have, but it did. But going with the return from Canada theme, this one is a 3 of 2 success in 151 days from National Lacrosse League player for the San Diego Seals, signing 2 photos and a handwritten letter. Brodie Merrill. Merrill is one of the longest tenured NLL players. He has the 3rd most games played. He was Rookie of the Year in 2006, I think. He was voted Defensive Player of the Year that same year. He has been, I think he's won 2 or 3 Transition Player of the Year, and holds the National Lacrosse League record for ground balls / loose balls, whichever term you want to use for that. But it's a possession stat that's mainly attributed to really good defensive players. Picking up any loose ball, I think, anywhere on the field counts. But the other team has to lose possession, or maybe it might be your team as well. I don't know exactly 100% how it works, but generally very good defensive players who are, maintaining, being close to where the, ball is at, who has possession, and being able to scoop it up and gain possession for their team. So being the all-time leader in that really says a lot about him. He also plays in the Professional Lacrosse League. I think he's won multiple Defensive Player of the Year awards there. He is considered probably the greatest defensive player, if not one of them. But very, very cool to get those. And then, like I said, he included a letter which he signed as well. I think he got the impression that I play lacrosse. I don't really say anything anymore about, being interested in playing sports. I used to with golf ones. But regardless, still very nice of him to take the time to sign that. Actually, I don't know why that would be coming back with a Canadian stamp, unless he lives there, which is very, very likely. It's very big in Canada, because I sent to his team. So I think, yeah, that's probably what happened there, because I was wondering why there was a Canadian stamp on it. And lastly here, we got a hero card return. Don't have to say too much about this one. Just a one signed hero card in 70 days from NASCAR Cup Series driver Ricky Stenhouse Jr., who of course won the Daytona 500 this year to start off the season. Haven't heard too much more about him the rest of the year. I think all of his wins have come on super speedways, and he's been really good at those. So, awesome for him. It would be nice to see him be able to run a little bit more consistently at some other tracks. But regardless, got to meet him last year at Kroger, our local Kroger nearby. He was doing an appearance and autograph signing there, got some cards signed and got a hero card. Super nice guy. And so I figured this year probably focus less on getting trading cards signed. I'm not going to be starting any new NASCAR sets anytime soon. But figured he's been a great signer over the years, so I'll just send out for another hero card request, and finally got one of him, because I don't think I had any hero card requests out to him in the past, so really glad to get this. But that is it for this one. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Helps me out a lot. Best luck with your guys' collecting. Take care.